Session 1. A note for students, parents, and teachers. Here's how this course works. We start with a focus on commonly used, challenging, and age-appropriate vocabulary. You may know some words, but not others. You think you know some words, but may be unsure of definitions. It's highly unlikely that you know none of the words in this course before you start, but other words will already be familiar. Experts estimate that you need to be exposed to a word between 10 and 20 times to really use it effectively. That's why you'll see this course use different techniques and repetition to help build word fluency. This course is a part of a series, and once you have mastered this word set, you can progress to the next grade level. The grade targeting used is, of course, an average and is not one size fits all. You may find that you learn most at above or below the stated grade level on the course. That is totally fine. The only important thing is that you are learning, having fun, and growing. If you continue to build your vocabulary, then over time with steady progress, you will be unstoppable. This course uses multiple methods to reinforce and deepen vocabulary learning. We explain word definitions, we use words in sentences and in stories, we share words alongside similar words, and we ask questions to encourage children to think about the words they are learning, and we discuss Greek and Latin word stems. You may even hear a few sound effects along the way too. This variety keeps it fun and interesting and enables us to reinforce vocabulary learning across time and in different contexts. This builds a secure base for you to deepen your vocabulary. Lastly, don't overdo it. Get into the habit of listening to some daily, but you'll gain the most from this course if you make learning and reviewing vocabulary a daily habit. So let's get started.
A writer's block. Martin, an aspiring author, stared at the blank page. His mind felt jejune, devoid of any creative spark. He recalled his earlier days, filled with alacrity when words flowed like a river. Now it was as if a bellicose critic in his mind rebuked every idea, making him feel increasingly despondent. He decided to visit the local cafe, hoping a change of scenery might break his writer's block. At the cafe, he observed a young woman cogitating, scribbling fervently in her notebook. Inspired, Martin began to write, feeling the familiar, ebullient rush of creativity once more. Aberration, a deviation from what is typical or normal. Capitulate, to surrender or give in. Debilitate, to weaken or enfeeble. Enervate, to drain of energy or vitality. Facetious, treating serious issues with inappropriate humour. Garrulous, excessively talkative, especially on trivial matters. Harangue, a lengthy and aggressive speech. Ineffable, too great to be expressed in words. Juxtapose, to place side by side for comparison. Kowtow, to act in a subservient manner. Alacrity. She accepted the challenging task with such alacrity that everyone around her was inspired. Reluctance. Despite the lucrative offer, he showed reluctance to move to a city where he knew no one. Bellicose. The bellicose nation was always on the brink of war with its neighbours due to minor border disputes. As a pacifist, Martin Luther King Jr. advocated for civil rights through non-violent means. Cogitate. Before making a decision, he preferred to cogitate on the matter, weighing all possible outcomes.